Now we are going to discuss examples based on stresses in bar of having cross section. Okay. Now question number 1, which is a brass bar having cross section area 1000 mm square is subjected to axial force of 50 kN as shown in figure. Find total change in length. Take e to the base b, that is called as modulus of elasticity for brass, is equal to 1.05 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. Okay, you already given this diagram. Okay, as shown in diagram, AB portion is of diameter of, this symbol is for diameter, is diameter of 20 mm, and BC portion is diameter of 10 mm, CD portion is diameter of 30 mm, AB length given as 500 mm, BC length given as 200 mm, CD length given as 800 mm. Okay, and we are applying pull force of 50 kN on both sides. Okay, now it means that 50 kN force will be applied on the each part of the section. Okay, now the given data which is here given, we have to sort out, which is a brass having cross section area which is given 1000 mm square. Okay, next is subjected to axial force of 50 kN, that is axial force, that is called tensile force 50 kN, convert into Newton, 50 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Okay, now as shown in figure, find the total change in length, that is we have to find out total change in length. मतलब 50 kN अगर आपने फोर्स अप्लाई किया ऑन बोथ साइड, तो लेंथ में कितना चेंजेस हो सकता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज टोटल चेंज इन लेंथ डिवाइडेड बाय डेल्टा L. Okay, so now take e to the base b, that is modulus of elasticity for brass, which is equal to 1.05 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. Okay, so now solution, which is जितने सेक्शंस रहेंगे उतने क्या क्या चेंज इन लेंथ क्रिएट होने वाले. यहाँ पे 3 सेक्शन है. द सेक्शन नंबर 1 which is of diameter 20 mm, section number 2 which is diameter 10 mm, section number 3 which is diameter 30 mm. Okay, hence delta L is equal to change in length for section number 1 plus change in length for section number 2 plus change in length for section number 3. This is called as total change in length. Total change in length is equal to, that is called delta L, that is delta L1 for section number 1 plus delta L2 for section number 2 plus delta L3 for section number 3. Okay, now we know the basic formula of delta L, which is equal to PL by AE. So similarly here I am writing delta L1 for section number 1, which is P1 L1 upon A1 E1. Basic formula PL by A. Just for reference, for section number 1, I am writing at the base every parameter to the base. We are adding suffix which is A1. Okay. Similarly for section number 2, delta L2, P2 L2 upon A2 E2. Similarly for 3, P3 L3 upon A3 E3. Okay, so this is called as a total change in length, which is equal to this term. Okay, but now here we have to identify which terms are similar or not. We are applying 50 kN force on both sides. Okay, it means force on P1, that is on section number 1, must be equal to force on section number 2, must be equal to force on section number 3, which is same because 50 kN is applied on the whole part of a body. Okay, hence which is called as 50 kN, convert into Newton, 50 into 10 raised to 3, which is converted into Newton. Okay, next we already given area 1000 mm square. It means we given total whole section area, that is included section number 1 plus section number 2 plus section number 3. It is the combination. After that combination we will get area is equal to, that is already mentioned in questions, so no need of doing finding of area 1, area 2, area 3. Okay, hence we write as capital A is equal to A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A3, which is equal to 1000 mm square. Okay, now next we given modulus of elasticity for brass. Okay? Here brass is the only material. On that material we are applying 50 kilonewton force. Means modulus of elasticity is given only one. Means for section number 1 material also brass. For section number 2 material also brass. For section number 3 material also brass. Hence modulus of elasticity of brass, which can be written as E1 is equal to E2 is equal to E3, which value which is 1.05 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. Okay, means these are the three common factor we already got from the diagram and from the given diagram. Okay, we have to just put up this value in this equation. Okay, let us say this equation which is 1. Hence equation 1 will be delta L is equal to P1, P2, P3 are common, that is written as P is equal to P1, P2, P3. Because of common force we are applying on the same portion, okay, same section. So P1 can be written as P, that's why here I am writing P. L1, okay, L1 again as it is divided by area 1 can be written as A. E1 can be written as E to the base B. Similarly, P2 can be written as P. L2 remains again as it is divided by area 2 will be written as A. E2 can be written as E to the base B. Similarly, for P3 can be written as P. Length 3 again as it is. Area 3 can be written as A, and E3 can be written as EB. Okay. Now from numerator and denominator we can come out some common factor, that is on numerator P is present, that P is present in first section, second section, third section. Okay, that's why I am taking out from this part. So remaining inside L1 plus L2 plus L3. It is in numerator side. Okay. Now in denominator AB, AE, whole part is same. Okay, that's why I am again taking common factor from this part. Here I am writing A into E of B. Okay, तो यहाँ पे क्या है, फोर्स एंड एरिया एंड मॉडुलस ऑफ इलास्टिसिटी कॉमन हमने निकाला है, तो अंदर क्या बचा ब्रैकेट के अंदर L1 plus L2 plus L3. Okay, this is our delta L is equal to this. Now we will get some basic formula. Now we have to put just all together values. Okay, now put the value of P, that P is called as a 50 into 10 raised to 3 divided by area value which is 1000 into modulus of elasticity value 1.05 into 10 raised to 5. Okay, now in bracket. Okay. L1 stands for length for section number 1. So now length for section number 1 which is 500 mm. Okay, so we are written as 500 plus length for section number 2 200 mm, so we written here 200, and length for section number 3 which is 800 mm, so we written here plus 800. Okay, first of all you have to do calculation of this bracket. Okay, after this multiplication answer will some come. Okay, then take the ratio of this term and then multiply with this whole term. You will get change in length which is equal to 2.509, which is in mm. Okay, now this is our final value 2.509 mm when we are applying 50 kN force on both sides. Okay, this is called as the total change in length of the material. Okay, thank you. Hello student, now question number 2 which is given as shown in figure. Find stresses in 3 parts and total extension of the bar. Okay, आपके पास directly given figure है. Okay, now we have to find out stresses in 3 parts, that is sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3. There are 3 different parts. First part which is 30 mm diameter, second part which is 20 mm diameter, third part which is 32.5 mm diameter. Okay, and common 40 kilonewton is force applied on the each part of the section. Okay, now sort out some given data. First of all, 30 mm diameter D1 for section number 1 30 mm, diameter D2 for section number 2 20 mm, diameter D3 for section number 3 which is 32.5 mm. Okay, we are applying pull force, that is P, tensile force 40 kilonewton, that is 40 into 10 raised to 3 newton. Okay, next this is called L1, length L1 which is 180 mm, for length L2 260 mm, length L3 which is equal to 160 mm. Okay, now we have to find out the change in length of the section. Now we have to given the sum another quantity which is capital E is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. Okay, so here we have to also write capital E is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. Okay, so we have to find out what we have to find out. First, find stresses in 3 parts. Okay, 3 parts for section number 1 stress 1, for section number 2 stress 2, for section number 3 stress 3. Okay, sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3. Second quantity and total extension of the bar, that is called as delta L. We already discussed in previous examples. Okay, now solution for section number 1. Okay, for section number 1 we have to find out stress 1. Now we know the basic formula of stress. We know that sigma is equal to force upon area. Okay, so now for section number 1, so therefore for section 1 sigma 1 is equal to P1 upon A1. Okay, now here P1 is equal to P, that is called as tensile force, which is 40 kilonewton, that already convert 40 into 10 raised to 3. Okay, Newton. Now just we have to calculate area 1. We know the diameter of D1. Okay, we can calculate area 1. Therefore area 1 which is equal to pi by 4 D1 square, that pi by 4 D1, diameter D1 which is equal to 30. Okay, 30 square, that is 706.86 mm square. This is the area 1 we got. Okay, now as we got area 1, we know the value of P1, we can calculate sigma 1. Therefore sigma 1 which is equal to P1 which is 40 into 10 raised to 3 upon 706.86. Now divide these two terms, then you will get some answer. That answer which is 56.59 Newton per mm square. So we got sigma 1. Okay, similarly for section number 2, therefore for section 2 which is sigma 2 is equal to P2 upon A2. Again P2 is equal to PT is equal to 40 into 10 raised to 3, because we are applying same force on each part. Okay, next we have to find out area 2. That area can be found out with the help of pi by 4 D2 square. Just put up the value of D2, that D2 value which is 20. Here pi by 4 into 20 square. Then you will get area 314.15 mm square. You will get area 2. Okay, once we get area 2, once we get force P2, you will get sigma 2. So now we have to find out sigma 2. Therefore sigma 2 is equal to P2 which is 40 into 10 raised to 3 upon 314.15. Okay, take this ratio in calculation, you will get some answer 127.32 Newton per mm square. Okay, you will get sigma 2. Okay, similarly you can calculate sigma 3. Therefore for section 3, sigma 3 is equal to P3 upon A3. Again P3 which is equal to PT which is 40 into 10 raised to 3. Again you have to calculate A3. Again same formula, pi by 4 D3 square. That pi by 4 into diameter D3 we already know 32.5 just put up that value here, 32.5 bracket square. Therefore area 3 you will get something, that area 3 which is 829.57 m square. Once we get area 3 you will get P3, then directly sigma 3 you will get. Therefore sigma 3 is equal to 40 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 829.57. Take the ratio, you will get sigma 3. That sigma 3 which is called as 48.22 Newton per mm square. Okay, so this is our first approach. We can get sigma 1, sigma 2 and sigma 3. Okay, now we have to calculate change in length of the bar. Okay, then we know there are 3 sections. Okay, now we know there are 3 sections. Section number 1, section number 2, section number 3. That change in length should be 3. Hence total change in length which is equal to delta L is equal to delta L1 plus delta L2 plus delta L3. Formula again same. P1 L1 by A1 E1 plus P2 L2 divided by A2 E2 plus P3 L3 divided by A3 E3. Okay, so now again force is same, that's why P1 P2 P3 is equal to 40 kN. That's why P1 P2 P3 written as equal to P, which is 40 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Next we get only area 1. We already calculate area 1 for different section. We already calculate, no need to again find out. Okay, here we calculate area number 1. Now here we calculate area 2 for section number 2, and here we calculate area for section number 3. Again same, this area will be utilized in this part. Okay, now E1, A2 and E3 we get only single E, that is called as single E, meaning is the material is same for every section. Means we can write E1 is equal to E2 is equal to E3 is equal to E, which is 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. Okay, so now we get P1, P2, P3 is equal to P, and similarly for this, just put that two values in this equation. Then delta L is equal to P1 can be written as P, L1 which is as it is, A1 can be written as it is A1, and E1 can be written as E. Similarly for P2 can be written as P, L2 as it is divided by A2, E2 is written as E. Similarly P3 can be written as P, L3 as it is, A3 as it is, and E3 can be written as E. Okay, so now delta L is equal to, now common factor from numerator side which is P, hence we take out, and common factor from denominator type which is E, that is capital E. So in bracket L1 divided by A1 plus L2 divided by A2 plus L3 divided by A3. Okay, now we have to put just all together values simultaneously. Delta L is equal to P value which is already we know 40 into 10 raised to 3 divided by capital E value which is 2 into 10 raised to 5 in bracket L1 divided by A1, L1 value which is 180 mm divided by A1 we already calculate A1 706.86. Here we have to write 706.86 plus L2 which is 260 mm. Here we write 260 mm. A2 area 2 we already calculate 314.15, hence 314.15 plus L3 length 3 which is 160 mm divided by A3 area 3, that area 3 we already calculate 829.57 bracket completed. Okay, now calculate all these values together. First of all calculate this whole term, division of 180 divided by 706.86. Again calculate this term, then add whole 3 terms. Okay, now after the addition we get some answer. Again calculate this ratio, we will get some answer. the ratio of this term will become something. Similarly, bracket answer will become something, and it is comes in multiplication. Hence, after that multiplication, you will get delta L is equal to 0.255 mm. So this is our required total change in length. Hence, our second approach also completed. Okay. Thank you.